Hey, have you ever wondered why so many New Year's resolutions seem to fizzle out before they even begin? It's not because people don't try hard enough, it's because we often approach change the wrong way. Instead of piling more goals onto an already chaotic life, what if the real secret to lasting transformation was to clear out what doesn't matter and focus on what really matters? In today's video, I'm sharing 10 practical minimalist strategies, and we'll explore how these strategies can completely change your perspective and help you make meaningful, lasting change in the new year. Let's get started! First, think about how much time you spend scrolling through your phone each day. More than you think, right? The good news is, by making a few small changes, you can take back control. Start by setting time limits for checking email or social media, turning off unnecessary notifications, and deleting apps you don't really need. Trust me, these simple steps make a huge difference. Once I started doing this, I found I had more time for the things that really matter, like building a morning routine that keeps me energized, and even doing quick guided workouts. For example, prioritizing fitness. I found YouTube workouts to be a game changer, accessible, flexible, and perfect for a busy schedule. These guided sessions don't just help you stay in shape, they help you build sustainable habits that boost your physical and mental health. When you take control of your digital habits, you create space for a more balanced and intentional life. It's not about doing it all, it's about focusing on what really matters. Secondly, let's be honest. How many times have you stared at your full wardrobe and still felt like you had nothing to wear? It happens to all of us. But here's the trick. Instead of piling on more clothes, why not simplify? A capsule wardrobe is a game changer. You pick just a handful of versatile, high-quality pieces that fit your lifestyle, and suddenly, getting dressed becomes easy and stress-free. No more wasting time trying to find outfits or feeling overwhelmed by too many options. The best part? When you focus on quality over quantity, you not only save time, but also invest in pieces that actually last. It's about having clothes that make you feel good and look good without clutter. I can tell you, once you switch to this method, your mornings will be lighter and you will have more energy to focus on what really matters in your day. The third thing I think is important in today's video. It's a new year, and you know what that means. It's time to start over. One of the best ways to start the new year is to declutter your home. Trust me, a clean and organized space can do wonders for your mood and motivation. So why not make it 2 in 1? Keep this video playing while you start decluttering. It's a win-win. As you're sorting through your stuff, think about what you actually use and what's just taking up space. Haven't touched it in a year? Maybe it's time to donate it, recycle it, or throw it away. Decluttering isn't just about making your space look nicer, it's about creating an environment where you can thrive. A tidy home can help you feel more focused, less stressed, and ready to take on whatever the year brings. So grab a box, start sorting, and let's make 2025 the year you truly feel at home in your space. Fourth, let's be real. How often do you find yourself constantly jumping around, thinking you're getting more done? It feels productive in the moment, but here's the thing. Multitasking is actually bad for you. It's a lot of wasted energy. But what if there was a better way to approach your day, one that doesn't leave you feeling distracted and stressed? Focusing on one task at a time, doing just one task, can completely change the way you work. When you focus completely on one thing, you're not only more productive, but you also finish with a sense of clarity and accomplishment. I've experienced this myself. The days when I try to juggle everything are the days when I feel like I'm not getting anything done. But when I focus completely on one task, I have a clearer mind and get better results. It's a simple change, but it makes all the difference. Fifth, I want to share a story. Last year, a friend of mine shared a story that really impressed me. One day, while cleaning out her closet, she realized that half of the things she owned still had price tags on them. She admitted that most of these purchases weren't driven by need, but rather by impulse. Those fleeting moments when you think, "This will make me happier." But here's the thing, they didn't. What she was left with was clutter and the stress of feeling like her money was slipping away. That's when she decided to approach her spending differently. Instead of buying on a whim, she started asking herself two simple questions. Do I really need this? And will this add value to my life in the long run? Within just a few months, her finances improved, and so did her mindset. She felt more in control, less overwhelmed, and even started saving for the things that really mattered to her. This isn't just her story. It's a lesson for me in my own spending practices. Number 6. Living alone has taught me a lot about how to manage my time and energy. For a long time, I found myself constantly saying yes to things that didn't really matter. Helping out after work, running errands for others, or even committing to social plans that I wasn't excited about. On the weekends, I felt exhausted, wondering where my time went and why I wasn't doing anything that really mattered to me. One day, I realized I was saying yes to everything but myself. So I decided to try something different. I started blocking time on my calendar for nothing. And I mean nothing. No emails, no calls, no obligations. For example, on my days off, I started by eating a slow breakfast, listening to music, or going for a walk without checking my phone. At first, it felt strange, almost selfish. But over time, I realized how much clarity and peace it brought me. I wasn't just resting. I was giving myself space to think about what I really wanted out of life. The truth is, when you live alone, it's easy to feel like you have to fill every moment with activity or be available. But trust me, protecting your own time is one of the most empowering things you can do. Say no to the noise and yes to yourself. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference in how fulfilled and balanced you feel. Number 7. I used to think happiness was chasing the next big thing, a promotion, a new gadget, or even a dream vacation. But the more I achieved, the more it felt like there was always something else to reach for. It wasn't until I started practicing gratitude every day that things really changed for me. I take a few minutes to reflect on what I already have. Sometimes it's simply being grateful for the sunlight streaming through the window or the warmth of my morning coffee. Other days, it's appreciating my followers, and I'm so grateful for everyone. If you ever feel like you're constantly chasing something but never truly satisfied, try this. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big, and even small joys count. You might be surprised at how quickly your thinking changes when you make gratitude a daily habit. Not only is this a relaxing exercise, it is also a powerful way to find peace and fulfillment in the present moment. 8th, Have you ever noticed how much time you spend dealing with small frustrations around the house, rifling through drawers for keys, looking for a document, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the clutter around you? I found this to be a huge time sink when I moved into a smaller apartment. With limited space, I had no choice but to rethink how I managed my belongings. At first, I felt overwhelmed, but I started small, one drawer at a time, one corner of a room. I made it a rule that everything I kept had a specific place. It wasn't about getting rid of everything I owned. It was about creating a system that made my space useful. And let me tell you, the difference was incredible. My home became brighter, more airy, and most importantly, more functional. No more panicking about not being able to find my phone charger or running late because my shoes are buried under a pile of stuff. My mornings are smoother, my evenings are more relaxing, and my weekends are free to enjoy instead of constantly cleaning. A tidy space isn't just about aesthetics. It's about creating mental clarity and reclaiming your time. Here's my challenge to you. Take a look around your home and pick a small area to organize. The ninth thing I want to say is that each of your possessions has more than just material value. It requires your time, energy, and mental focus. From maintenance to organization, even the smallest of things can weigh you down without you even realizing it. Think about those plants you water every week, or the items you constantly clean and organize. Over time, these small demands add up, taking away time and mental space from what really matters. By being mindful of what you bring into your life and letting go of what no longer serves you, you will open up space for clarity, peace, and purpose. You can apply the one in, one out method from my previous videos, which is a great and effective method that I think everyone should practice. Finally, imagine how much easier your day would be if you took care of the little things right away. A cup of coffee washed and set aside, an email answered quickly, or a coats are hung up instead of thrown on the chair. These seemingly small tasks often create mental clutter when left undone, draining your focus and energy. By adopting the habit of completing tasks in 2 minutes as they come up, you create a sense of order and accomplishment that will ripple through everything else you do. It's not just about getting more done. It's about clearing the mental and physical space needed to focus on what truly enriches your life. Minimalism isn't about less for the sake of less. It's about freeing yourself from unnecessary distractions to prioritize joy, purpose, and fulfillment. Think about it. What can you simplify or tackle today to make room for what matters most? Start small, and you'll be surprised how those small victories can change your entire perspective. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and share it with someone who needs a little more simplicity in their life. Subscribe to my channel for more tips and ideas on how to live intentionally. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.